Woods Cross and undefeated Logan. Woods Cross in white, about ready to kick it off. And week 4 just about underway. Logan will receive the ball first, and this will be a touchback.
Oh, they're going.
Oh, they are going.
They are going.
I looked at the official. I thought he was going to make the touchback signal.
He was waving him forward.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Right. So that's Tim Van Leeuwen with the return. And boy, he's a dynamic player. We'll talk about him more as this evening develops. This Logan team, one of the great surprises in all of 4A. The last 2 years, Wade, they only won 3 games total. They're 3-0 right now, but this is their toughest test.
This will definitely be their toughest test, as they've won their all 3 games by 21.3 points per game. So this will be a good one.
A familiar face at quarterback, Johnny Parkinson, who left last year, played in California, is back a la Luke Falk from several years ago. This pass is caught over the middle by Van Leeuwen across the 31-yard line. Van Leeuwen on the season, that's his 18th catch, 277 yards, and he's got 4 touchdowns. He is their top receiver. And this is a spread offense that Travis Van Leeuwen in his first year has employed. They're averaging 36 points a game. There's Cade Thornley. Van Leeuwen said he's kind of like Christian McCaffrey, versatile, can run it, can catch out of the backfield, and we'll call his name plenty tonight.
Yeah, he gets to move back to his normal position after spending last year as a quarterback. So with Johnny Parkinson return, Cade can be back where he's normal. Picks up a couple there, it looks like. Or maybe he lost a couple. No, he picked up a couple.
They're going to say 3rd and 7, Wade. First drive of the game. This is a pretty good Woods Cross defense. Last year, the offense put them in some tough spots. They had the hiccup game against Alta. Alta's a really good team. This is caught close to a first down. Looks like they're going to give it to him. And this is J.J. Sargent, just a sophomore. He's a next-level receiver. He's definitely going to be playing some college football.
Yes, he will. That's the perfect size for a wide receiver.
Coming in, 5 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown, but only a sophomore. 10:37 running clock. Parkinson going to keep it himself. He's the team's 2nd leading rusher. Coming into tonight, 15 carries, 24 yards, or pardon me, 13 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
The RPO on that, to have the RPO with any offense is valuable, as you saw last night in the Eagles-Falcons game.
Travis Van Leeuwen said, hey, that's the future of football. It's the RPOs.
And when you pick up 5 yards on a first down, can't ask for much more.
Parkinson now pressured. Does move forward, maybe a yard. Nice job not getting sacked. He had a really tough season his sophomore year. Didn't really have a lot of talent around him.
No.
This is a nice job not taking the sack and getting something.
Turn nothing into something. A 1-yard gain leaves him favorable 3rd down, manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 4.
Steve Mathis is the defensive coordinator for Woods Cross. They like to employ a 4-3 defense. They've got a couple of studs up front. Thornley, boy, tripped up in the backfield. Really nice job by Woods Cross getting some pressure. I believe that was Alofipo in on the stop. 5'11", 175 pounds, senior linebacker. Last week against West had 4 tackles and a sack. He's got 3 sacks on the season, so he's a very good pass rusher for the Wildcats. Takes a bounce at about the 28.
You mentioned Steve Mathis with Woods Cross many moons ago. Well, not so long ago. He was on Coach Anderson's staff up at Utah State.
You know, I didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Fresquez about that, but I saw Mathis and I wondered, because, I mean, he was attached to Coach A like all the time, wherever Coach A was. Mathis was there. So that is the same guy.
Yep.
Very good.
I just looked through the binoculars just to double check. And
you confirm that. I like that. Yeah, Mathis spent a lot of time up here, no question about it. Last year, that was a defense that gave up 22 points. They ranked 16th in 5A. Here is Karsten Nagley, and he is a very, very productive quarterback.
He sure is. He had 5 touchdown passes in their rout of West last week. Misfired on that one, though, but like you said, very productive. He actually tied for 3rd in the state and ranks with touchdown passes at 9, and he also ranks 3rd with 793 yards passing.
Yeah, tough, high IQ, knows the offense really well. His coach believes he can play at the next level. The issue is the size, 5'10 and a half. Normally, college coaches kind of frown about that kind of stuff.
Well, then you look at a guy like Drew Brees.
Good point.
But we're raving about him, and he's misfired on his first 2 passes, so we might be jinxing him.
I think both attempts were to Jordan Johnson, who's their leading receiver, coming in with 21 catches, 240 yards, and 3 touchdowns. 3rd and 10 now for the Wildcats. This is their first possession. And this is caught. It'll be good enough for a first down. Nice comebacker that time to Quinn Capalucci, the senior, coming in with 5 catches for 100 yards.
The offensive line held up really well, gave him the time to sit back there, let the route develop, and there it was. And that's why he's one of the best in 5A.
This is Justice getting the ball. Samuel Liu, 6 foot, 211 pounds, senior, coming in with 25 carries, 147 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Offensive line did a nice job. Let him elevate into the secondary.
Couldn't tell if that was Hopkins. Oh, a high snap for Nagley. He's going to have to cover it up back at the 38-yard line.
Nice sportsmanship by Logan helping him up, but that was a smart play by Nagley just to fall on it rather than try to be a hero and pick it up and turn it into something worse.
Right. You never want to compound a mistake.
No.
And that is the smart thing, just to fall on it. Woods Cross 2-1 coming into this game. A nice win against Maple Mountain, 35-25 week 1. Then the Alta game, that wasn't so kind, 42-14. This pass is caught on this near sideline. Braden Freestone.
It's a good chunk of the yardage back, but still 3rd and long.
So the Alta game, they only ran for 35 yards, so they did not get that ground game going. They like balance, but obviously with Nagley's arm and his accuracy, I mean, they're pretty proficient through the air.
You don't want to be one-dimensional.
And then against West, they had 24 points in the first quarter. The game was over by halftime. 3rd and 15, Nagley winds up. He's got a man out there, and it's picked. Intercepted at the 26-yard line.
Isaac Larson, just a sophomore.
That's his second interception on the season. Had one last week against Ogden. The ball hung in the air a little too long.
Yep, he broke off beautifully. And the crowd chants his name, Isaac Larson. Our first flag of the game, though. Looks like it could be going against Logan, blocking the back.
So they'll still retain possession, just not the great field position they were hoping for. For Nagley, that's his 8th interception.
8th in 4 games. You're averaging 2 a game. You definitely don't want to be doing that.
Versus 9 touchdown passes. Second start here for Logan. Parkinson's pass caught at the 30. I believe that's Thornley.
Correct.
Struggles his way for a few.
Nice 6-yard gain. Leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Thornley coming into this game had 8 receptions for 100 yards.
He's the kind of guy you want to get the ball to as often as possible.
Last week against Ogden, he had 15 carries, 97 yards, and 2 touchdowns, also 3 catches for 50.
It's a productive day.
2nd and 4, Parkinson.
There's that RPO again, and he's got him.
Is it caught? Oh, what a hands catch that time. Charlie Jensen, the senior.
You could see the arm strength on Parkinson there. What a beautiful pass. The Grizzlies are sure glad to have him back this year. Makes them a better team.
Pardon me, yeah, I thought that was a really good hands catch. Here's Parkinson inside the 25 for Jensen. Coach Van Leeuwen says, yeah, he's a next level guy. Southern Utah, Weber State maybe. Against the Ogden Tigers, 2 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown. They aim for 8 explosive plays a game. Last week against Ogden, they had 10. Thornley inside the red zone, going to mark him down at about the 13.
8 is definitely a good number. I wonder if Coach Van Leeuwen stole that from his coaches when he was at Utah State.
Oh, he did. Yeah, we had a lengthy discussion about what counts as an explosive.
20 plus.
20 plus. Coach A had a thing where for a pass, it had to be 25. For a run, it had to be 20. But here, it's just anything plus, over 20. Parkinson, that was deflected. Carson Miller did a nice job flashing the hands up there. Had a good game against Alta, 13 tackles. Against West, he had 9 tackles and a sack. He's the top tackler.
In 5A, yes. Maybe even in the state.
30 tackles coming into this game.
He averaged 10 tackles a game. That's pretty good.
It's good stuff. He's a 5'10", 175-pound junior. 2nd and 10. Thornley follows that right side of the line.
He's a good person to feed the ball to. The offensive line did a good push up front. Picked up 4 yards.
Third and 6. This drive came because of a Larson interception. I think I'll say blood.
Must be, yeah.
I think Charlie Jensen's bleeding. So he's going to be taken out of the game. You see the trainer working on him. And they quickly bandage that up. Boy, you can't miss that.
No.
That bright red tape over the elbow.
Got to keep with their uniform colors.
Yes. So Sauer comes in. And now Logan's going to call for time.
So I was wondering if they would call a timeout there so they can get him back on the field, because he's the kind of guy you want on the field with 3rd and 6, trying to go in for a score.
So 5 minutes left, still scoreless here in our Utah Sports Network game of the week.
Logan's
nice
looking
crowd.
to change that. Definitely a nice crowd. This is the first time Logan's been able to play on this field this year. Their other home game was up at Maverick Stadium.
Wade, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, they played in Logan last week, but it was at Maverick Stadium against Ogden. So this is the home opener here in week 4.
A couple nice road wins going to Bonneville, opening up the Travis Van Leeuwen era with a big win over the Lakers, who they used to rival when they were region mates. Park City endured a weather delay and put a hurting on the Miners up there, so nice showing for the Grizzlies to play in front of for the first time this year on their home field.
Yeah, against Bonneville it was 28-13, Park City 33-6, and Ogden, it was 48-26. That Ogden game, it was a 2-point game, I believe, in the second half, and then Logan just ran away with it. But, I mean, this is a program that were picked 6th, not just in 4A, but in their own region. And so they are one of the better surprises in all of 4A.
It'll be fun to see how they progress through the region season.
Boy, Pawnee could not keep the footing, stepped out of bounds. Does not pick up the first down. And now a decision here for Coach Van Leeuwen.
I'd go for it. And it looks like they are.
Coffin is their kicker, number 10. He does everything for them. Punt, kicks, kickoffs. And I asked him, you know, what do you feel comfortable with? He's like, well, in practice he hit a 45-yarder, but we have not put that kind of stress on him in the game.
A little different when it's for real.
He's got 1 field goal to make on the season. So Van Leeuwen going to go for it. 4th and 3. The pass is caught for a touchdown.
Tim Van Leeuwen.
Tim Van Leeuwen. That's his 5th touchdown of the season, and Logan takes the early lead.
He's following in his brother's footsteps. His brothers both caught all sorts of touchdown passes down in Timpview. He threaded that needle.
Sam Stone, really nice coverage. I thought he might get a pass breakup, but the nice catch by Van Leeuwen, the top receiver for the Grizzlies. The extra point is up, and it is good. 4:50 remaining, and it's Logan on top of Woods Cross by a count of 7-0. Back to Worthington Field right after this.
Weight and 3 times more inches around your waist and hips than with diet and exercise alone. More energy for your workouts and a boosted metabolism to help you reach your goals. Slim Vance Thermogenic, the latest breakthrough in effective weight loss and body transformation, exclusively at GNC.
Welcome back inside Worthington Field here, the home of the Grizzlies, the home opener. Nice crowd on hand, and they just witnessed the Grizzlies score a touchdown on a 4th down.
Nice pass from Parkinson to their leading receiver, Van Leeuwen, gets the Grizzlies on the board, and this crowd is loud and excited.
Coffin with the kickoff into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. I was premature in my first kickoff call.
Coffin has a nice leg on him.
What do you think of the new college rule where you can fair catch it inside the 25?
I like it.
Do you like that? You can be at like the 5-yard line, fair catch it, but you get at the 25.
25, yeah.
I think it's strange.
It is strange.
It's hard to get used to something like that. But so here we go. Nagley threw that interception, his 8th on the year, looking to bounce back here. What a game he had against West, 21 of 28, 278 yards, and 5 touchdowns. How about this bruising run by Justice? Close to a first down.
Hard to bring that big guy down. Tyson Sauer came up and tried, but he was shucked to the side.
Justice, a do-it-all back, big, fast, good patience. Coach Fescus likes the way he sets up his blocks. Got a bit of a burst to him. Really good at pass protection. He lost the ball and Logan got it. The second takeaway by the Grizzlies.
Isaac Hopkins.
Hopkins, the junior, he's another next-level guy. He's projected to play college football. Coming in, he had 13 tackles, a sack, and now has a fumble recovery.
Just what the doctor ordered for Logan. I mean, Offense gives you some points. The defense gives you the ball back almost inside the red zone. Not what the doctor ordered for Woods Cross coming up here to Cache Valley.
A little bit of adversity here for Woods Cross. Is that a lightsaber? Does Hopkins have a lightsaber on the sideline?
I think he does.
That's like their version maybe of the turnover chain.
Yeah, and Boise State has that chair.
The throne.
The throne, yep.
Going to keep it on the ground here on first down. Gain of just a couple.
Definitely a lightsaber.
That threw me back a little bit, but then I realized, oh yeah, defenses like to do that. Kind of started with the Miami Hurricanes with the turnover chain, and now each program seems to have something to give them energy and juice and to reward a takeaway.
I like the throne concept. That's kind of funny.
How do you pack that? I guess you just put it in the truck.
Yeah.
That pass was deflected again. That's the second deflected pass.
So got their hands on it there.
Big
99.
Tell. Was that Merriman?
That's who I thought. My eyes could have been deceiving.
Bryan's got 15 tackles and 3 quarterback sacks coming into this game. Sets up a 3rd and 8.
Probably 2-down territory again for the Grizzlies if they don't get it.
Thornley out of the backfield, and he will be stopped short of a first down. And so another 4th down here for Logan. This is where they scored the touchdown. Of course, they were much closer.
Offense staying out there.
They're going to bring in Pawnee as a running back. So Sargent.
4 wide receivers.
And Sargent and Jensen on this near side. Thornley's in the slot. And Van Leeuwen's on the other side going to Thornley. And it's incomplete, overshot him.
He had him. He was wide open.
Was that Miller that slipped? I think it was Carson Miller in coverage. And lost his footing, but the pass not close.
That'll be one Parkinson will love to have back.
So a turnover on downs by Logan. Woods Cross with 2 turnovers. Logan, I don't know, you're an official stats guy. Do you count turnover on downs as a turnover? You don't.
No.
Okay.
This would be a sudden takeaway.
This play never happened.
Now, offensive coordinators might say it's a turnover. False start. 1 penalty aside today.
So 1st and 15 now with 3:26 left in this opening quarter. Grizzlies on top 7-0, but just turned the ball over on downs. See if Nagley can get things going here for Woods Cross. They had little resistance against West. This pass is caught at about the 25-yard line.
Sent 4 people deep and found his tight end, Jordan Johnson.
Johnson, good size, 6'2", 215. He had a real nice game against West. 7 catches, 107 yards, and 2 scores.
I'd take that any day, especially from your tight end.
Keep it on the ground. And there is no running room there.
That time Tyson Sauer wrapped up high, and he wasn't going to let go.
Really nice stop by Sauer coming in with, I think maybe got 3 tackles against Ogden last week. But
that was
not high tackle numbers.
No.
But that was good-looking play by the junior.
It's hard to bring a big guy like that down, especially when you're probably half his size.
3rd and 9 for Nagley. Pass is dropped. Goodfellow had it, but then lost it.
That was a great pass by Nagley. He put it right where Goodfellow could get it, but just a drop. threaded that needle right in between those two defenders that were closing in. Perhaps he heard footsteps.
I spoke to Coach Fresquez, and he said he's got the best hands on the team. And this should be a encroachment penalty against Logan, I would imagine.
And they were lining up on 4th and long inside their own.
I was wondering if I got the down wrong.
I think it is 4th down. It's still 4th and good 4 yards to go. This is interesting unless he's going to punt it himself.
Doesn't look particularly deep enough
No.
to get it off, but maybe a quick punt here. Boy. So Fresquez rolling the dice here a little bit.
Now they're going to get those 5 yards back as there's some movement up front by the offense.
Is he really going to go for this? So Fresquez went to Northridge in the University of Utah. He wanted to be a dentist.
Interesting.
But then he helped out Highland with Coach Groff and then Brody Benson, and he's like, I kind of like this coaching thing. So gave up dentistry to be a coach.
He is going to punt it, a quick punt.
And oh boy, we're going to mark this
I'd mark
out.
it about 50.
This one out of bounds.
See how good I am at my eyes. Oh, he's still, wow.
Where are they marking this? He's standing at the 43.
I wouldn't have gone with that one myself because they caught it about the 43 out of bounds.
One of the Logan coaches was trying to help him, and he kept walking forward. Okay, yeah, so that was going to be really gutsy to go for it on 4th down. It just didn't look like he was deep enough, but so they do the quick punt.
Quick punt. And
Logan, in terms of field position, they have really controlled things.
Yeah, they have. They've enjoyed it all night long.
We saw that reminiscent of that Skyview game we did week 1. This pass caught on the near sideline.
Jensen this time again. Got it past the high arcing arms of the Woods Cross defender.
Jensen already with a couple of catches here tonight. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Thornley breaking tackles, has a 1st down. Well done finishing forward. They'll mark him at the 40.
Good run up the gut by Thornley, following his blockers that created a little hole for him.
You talked about it last year. He was the quarterback. He took over for Johnny Parkinson when Parkinson went to California. 983 yards passing and 236 yards rushing.
Dropped this time by Logan.
Jensen unable to squeeze it.
He's mad at himself. Knows he should have had it.
He's going to go to the other side of the field. Play the slot, and then Van Leeuwen will be the top of your screen. Thornley in the backfield. They're going to motion Pawnee over.
Delayed handoff.
Maybe 2 for Thornley. Going to set up a 3rd and long coming up for Logan. Under 2 minutes here in this opening quarter.
Now, I bet this is a little too far out to try and go for 2, to try and go for it if they don't pick up any yards here.
They've been gutsy early, going for it for 2 4th downs. This pass is caught. They won't have to make that decision as Jensen with his 3rd catch gives Logan another 1st down, this time on a 3rd down.
Jensen made sure they wouldn't have to worry about that. There we have an injured Grizzly down there.
I think it's Jensen, yeah. Hard to see there, but when he landed, it looked like, he's going to be slowed to get up, and he is up now.
Brad Larson, longtime Logan trainer, checking him out.
I mean, you see on that right elbow, he's bleeding, so he's got the bandage on there.
defense. He's wanting to get back in.
He's been active so far in this first quarter.
Logan must have called a timeout again so they could get him back on that field.
So Region 12, yeah, let's have a look. Oh, so 5A. So this is Region 5. This is Woods Cross. Very balanced region. Box Elder, Roy, of course, Box Elder, Mount Crest last week. Mount Crest hung on in that defensive struggle. A lot of people think Roy, and look at Woods Cross. Look at those points. So they're the top scoring team.
But they also give up the most, besides
in
Farmington,
Region 5.
who's a new school.
Yeah, Farmington and Coach Fresquez, he says they've got athletes. It's only a matter of time before they get things going.
A nice facility.
Yeah, that's. I'd like to go there one of these days because you just hear so much about it. Very unique school. And this is dropped.
Another drop by the Grizzlies.
I think it's Sauer unable to get his complete the process of the catch, I guess. Good coverage by Woods Cross. But they finished second, speaking of Woods Cross, last year in Region 5. They lost in the quarterfinals to Lehigh. And they expect big things this year.
Well, with their offense, they should. They have no problem finding the end zone, but the Grizzly defense is up to the challenge so far with those 2 turnovers.
Oh, almost an interception.
And
a misread on the route and quarterback. Whoa, that was
Isaiah
close.
Ford. If I'm reading that right, that number, he's going to have nightmares about that one.
It might be Stone.
And it is, number 19. That 10 and 9 looked really similar.
Yeah, you know, when I saw those uniforms, I was like, oh, good, kind of blocky, but they're almost too blocky sometimes to decipher the numbers. So, yeah, a little bit of pausing up here at times. But Stone's a good one. Played a lot as a sophomore. Played nickel.
Love to have that one back.
And that's incomplete on a 3rd and 10. So now what do you do?
I'd go for it again. They're kind of in that 50-50 zone. A little too far out for a field goal, but if they don't get it, you're not going to give up. They're at the 25.
You're at the 25. Why would you punt?
I think Coach Van Leeuwen felt the same way we did.
3rd time going for it on 4th down in the quarter.
Yeah, 1 for 2 so far. The one led to a touchdown.
Parkinson's pass is caught. Good for a 1st down.
To his money man, or one of his money men, Jensen this time. He's got some weapons out there.
I think that's the 4th catch already by Charlie Jensen. And as you see, they're inside the red zone once again.
They've enjoyed a lot of time in there tonight.
Thornley broke 1 tackle and brought down at about the 10. Broke the tackle of Matt Easton, who's a good one for Woods Cross.
Fortunately for the Wildcats, Merriam was there to clean it up and hold them to a gain of 4, a little over 4.
Merriam, their best pass rusher.
That looked like a broken play.
Probably the final play of the first quarter. And so we'll walk about 90 yards or so. Logan on top of Woods Cross, 7-0 and knocking on the door. That defense with 2 turnovers. Back to Logan after this.
Introducing Slim Vance Thermogenic, the breakthrough body-changing performance supplement designed to rev up your metabolism so you can burn 12 times more calories. Burn more calories before your workout, during your workout, and after your workout. Even better, with Slim Vance, you can lose 6 times more weight and 3 times more inches around your waist and hips than with diet and exercise alone. More energy for your workouts, and a boosted metabolism to help you reach your goals. Slim Vance Thermogenic, the latest breakthrough in effective weight loss and body transformation, exclusively at GNC. Thermogenic, the breakthrough body-changing performance supplement designed to rev up your metabolism so you can burn 12 times more calories. Burn more calories before your workout, during your workout, and after your workout. Even better, with Slim Vance, you can lose 6 times more weight and 3 times more inches around your waist and hips than with diet and exercise alone. More energy for your workouts and a boosted metabolism to help you reach your goals. Slim Vance Thermogenic, the latest breakthrough in effective weight loss and body transformation, exclusively at GNC.
Welcome back inside Worthington Field here, the home of the Logan Grizzlies. This is the beginning of the second quarter, and Logan knocking at the door again, a 3rd and 4. And it's Parkinson diving. It looks like he's got enough for a first down.
Merriam with the tackle again, his second in the last couple plays.
How about some scores, Wade? You've got some scores.
I got a couple scores that are of interest. Green Canyon 14, Box Elder 3. Last week's opponent that Logan played is Ogden, trailing Carbon 7-6. Ridgeline's up over Copper Hills 6-0. And Mount Crest is leading their game 3-0.
Against Stansbury.
Yes.
I was very curious in that. We saw Stansbury week 1.
And that'll give Logan a first down right there.
So he was short. I thought he had enough for the first down, but this will give it to him.
And Skyview's on the road up in Madison, Idaho, and they're up 14-0 over the other Bobcats.
So is there one that stands out to you, the scores you just read?
I'm kind of surprised with the 14-3 result for Green Canyon over Box Elder. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Well, we just saw the Region 5 standings.
Box Elder's 2-1. They've always had a solid team.
It's early. Green Canyon, the worst defense so far in Region 12. So we'll see.
You want to be the worst early and then fix it as the region goes on.
As long as it's not during region.
Exactly.
So 1st and goal, they give it to Pawnee, and he submarines his way in for the score. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown on the season. Able to score last week against Ogden at Maverick Stadium.
Grizzlies celebrate appropriately. The defense has caused a couple turnovers. This particular touchdown came after
Coffin.
Looks like he was roughed.
Fell down. He wants a flag. I don't see a flag coming. The PAT is good.
Maybe he's in acting school. I'm excited to see when he punts if he has a coffin corner.
I know. Right, that's the perfect name for a punter, isn't it? Coffin.
If he chooses the right or left. Nice little touchdown run. Goes up and over the Woods Cross defender. And Logan's enjoying life so far. They continue to roll as this season rolls on. I'm very impressed with Coach Travis Van Loon has done with this team in such short time, considering where they came from.
Yeah, he said about this good start, the culmination of great talents and a good staff that's helped change the culture at Logan. It's a team in 2 years combined, they were 3-17. And this will be another touchback for Coffin.
Yeah, I know he's surrounded himself with his younger brother, Zach Van Leeuwen. Another former college teammate of his, Jeremy Wane's down there. A couple former Logan High players, Bracken Williams, Kincaid Wildman are on his staff. So you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. And he's built a good staff.
I remember before the season started, I was at one of the other football practices, and the talk was by some of the local writers, will Logan win a game this season? And so really, really good start for Van Leeuwen and the Grizz. Good first down run here by Woods Cross. They are, I mean, what a difference a week makes, right? Against West, they had 24 first quarter points. They have been shut out so far and a couple of turnovers in the first 12 minutes of play. Nagley's pass is caught on the far side. Good for a first down.
You can definitely see why they put up a lot of points. He's got a lot of weapons around him. Spread that ball around. And they're good size players as well.
Yeah, Jordan Johnson, 6'2", 215. Talked about that game he had against West. 7 catches, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But really, there's not one guy that stands above the other in terms of their receiving core.
You give it to their running back, he's a beast to bring down.
That's the best run of the night for Justice. They also have Jamar Thomas, who had a nice game against West. He had over 100 yards rushing.
Look back at that run there. He just right up the gut, upended at the end. There he goes again.
And they are getting big chunks of yards up the middle. Justice again.
Offensive line is doing its job, pushing downfield, creating those holes, and Justice is just motoring through.
Coach Fresquez feels good about the O-line. Again, kind of like the receiving core, there's really not one that stands out above another. Oh. Well, what a tackle that was as Johnson on the run. There's
Nice
a penalty
tackle.
marker down.
Yeah, Dylan Butters came up and
They get the face mask. Is that what they're going to call?
I didn't see one. One of the big.
It's going against Logan. I think he got just a little bit of it initially and then quickly let go, but did grab the mask, I believe. So this is a much better drive here, and they use the sides. What do you make of some of those? Some of those programs get very creative.
I think they're hilarious. I think is that the facts of life on one of their?
Short gain on a first down play, and this is
They got Homer Simpson.
Freestone.
Homer Simpson holding up a donut.
What play is that? A run play or a pass play? I wonder.
Chase the donut. That's the Hulk with the Wildcat logo.
I talked to Coach Fresquez about these signs. It's really interesting. Nagley's pass is caught on this near side. Again, it's going to be Freestone, the junior.
5'11". He's a nice target to have out there.
This by far the best drive being put together by Woods Cross.
It's the deepest penetration they've had into the Logan side of the field.
Under 9 minutes and a game that's been completely controlled by the Grizzlies. There's Thomas out wide. He's got a first down. Thomas coming in, 23 carries, 110 yards. Almost all of it was done last week against the Panthers.
This offensive line of Woods Cross is they're taking matters into their own hands right now.
Moai, Noel, Tapasoa, Razband, and Larson. And Jensen again on that far side.
That's a nice tempo they have. They're wanting to push it and push it and push it. Grizzlies get a little tired.
Gain of 2. Brings up a 2nd and 8 now. First time Woods Cross has been inside the red zone tonight. Nagley with the pressure coming. Able to evade it, throws in the end zone. Incomplete, looking to Capalucci, who's got a reception earlier in the evening.
And the 6'3" Capalucci had him for a minute, but just it's hard to overthrow a 6'3" guy, but he found a way.
Was Hopkins in pursuit? Was he coming for Logan?
I think that was him.
You got to watch out for 44 if you're Woods Cross.
Yes.
Really good pass rusher. Sets up a 3rd and 8 now. Empty backfield. Negley shotgun. Trips to this near side. Negley has time, now runs out of time. Throws on the run in the end zone. Is it count for a touchdown? It is! Touchdown Wildcats. And it's Goodfellow who had a drop earlier in the game. That one looked like a much tougher effort.
That was a great job by Negley to avoid the would-be sack. Christopher Shotbell was back there for the Grizzlies, but he rolled to his left and got just a good throw on the run, too. Placed it right over the Grizzly defender.
Shotbell's going to be kicking himself. He looked like he had an opportunity to have contained there and let him get past him. But what a play by Woods Cross, and they really needed that drive. Goodfellow does all the kicking for Woods Cross. And he hits the extra point. So Woods Cross on the board. 14-7 Grizz. Back after this.
Introducing Slim Vance Thermogenic, the breakthrough body-changing performance supplement designed to rev up your metabolism so you can burn 12 times more calories. Burn more calories before your workout, during your workout, and after your workout. Even better, with Slim Vance, you can lose 6 times more weight and 3 times more inches around your waist and hips than with diet and exercise alone. More energy for your workouts and a boosted metabolism to help you reach your goals. Slim Vance Thermogenic, the latest breakthrough in effective weight loss and body transformation, exclusively at GNC.
So 2-1 Woods Cross coming in. This is Van Leeuwen, he knew it. This is going to be the toughest team they've played so far. You know, we're talking about Bonneville, Park City, and Ogden. Ogden much improved. Eric Thompson, hey, nice job down there. But, yeah, this Woods Cross team, and shaky start early, but it looks like they've got the rhythm back on offense.
That's just what they needed to get some momentum back on their side after giving up a couple touchdowns.
Returnable at the goal line. Oh, and how about this return? Van Leeuwen with a man to beat.
He's going to do it.
He dives and he scores. Tim Van Leeuwen.
Incredible. He just went right up the middle.
99.5-yard touchdown return.
So much for that momentum Woods Cross had. Van Leeuwen decided not today. Just straight up the gut. Outraced everyone.
And how about the effort? You know he's tired, and then he still dives for that corner. Gets the score. Maybe it was a 98-yard.
Looked like 99.
Look at that replay. I don't know. Coffin's kick is good. Wow, what a response by Logan, in particular by Van Leeuwen. And I talked to Tim's, brother, who's that coach, Travis. Has the kickoff returns, and normally they rely on Kevin Nye. He's been suspended for this game, so it was kind of a, I'm really not sure. We had a guy do it last week. He got injured, so I guess Tim is going to be the guy.
I would keep him back there for a while if he's going to keep doing that, or put both of them back when Nye gets back.
We saw a touchdown, kickoff return for a touchdown back in week 1, Caleb Christensen, Skyview. Yes. That was very impressive. That speed, it looked like about 3 Stansbury Stallions had the angle on him, and he just outraced it.
It seems
everybody.
Like everywhere we go, we see some sort of kick return for a touchdown, even though it doesn't count.
Yeah,
like
Ridgeline, that's right.
So we need to.
That was zany.
That was crazy.
So 21-7 after Van Leeuwen's kickoff return for a touchdown is taken at about the 2-yard line. Past the 25, maybe to about the 27. And one more look at that kickoff return for a touchdown. Where does he catch that? Yeah, maybe it is 99.
It looked like it was 99, but he was hardly touched when you look at it.
Woods Cross just not quick enough to get to Van Leeuwen.
Well, the Van Leeuwens have always been fast.
And, you know, here's a guy that was projected to play at Timpview, but his family moved up here. The Van Leeuwens, they're building, but they just decided to come a little bit early. They're renting right now, and boy, what a nice movement that was for Travis to get his brother Tim. It would have been a really good one for Timpview.
What a special opportunity to be able to play for your older brother.
And Travis says Tim is very coachable.
I would imagine.
Nagley, they scored on their last possession. Going to dump it off here to Justice with some room. Wow. Where's the tackling up to midfield?
As he gets ahead of steam, he's rolling.
He got things going on that last drive. A couple of big runs up the middle. That one, a reception out of the backfield, and nice run after catch.
The Grizzly defense is probably still a little tired. They didn't get much of a break thanks to Van Leeuwen's kickoff return.
Justice again up the middle. This is good balance that we're seeing here by Woods Cross, the last drive and a half.
I would keep pounding it with Justice. He's, especially with the Grizzly defense being on the field so long in this last 2 series.
2nd and 6. This is a Woods Cross team that averages 35. Pardon me, Wade.
I was just going to say, spread it and run it.
And yeah, they have done that throughout the season. Well done by Logan diagnosing that. Cade Rice. Also, I think Sauer in on the stop. Rice had 12 tackles against Ogden. He's got 21 on the season and a sack. Really smart guy. Works hard. Coach Van Leeuwen says, you know, possibly Southern Utah, possibly Weber State.
And Coach Van Leeuwen would know.
This pass caught on that far side. Johnson again.
Having been around Talon all his life, playing Division I football himself, he knows what it takes to compete at the next level.
Oh. In the NFL, you might want to review that.
Well, they've changed it again this year, it seems.
Yeah, the language is just a little bit different. 4th and 4. Quick kick, or will they go?
I bet they go for it this time.
Nagley will go for it. Deflected, and turnover on downs. So that's the 3rd time they give the ball back to Logan. The first was an interception, fumble recovery, and this year a turnover on downs with 5:21 left here in the 2nd quarter.
And Logan again starts at very favorable field position, which they've had all night. Shot Bell with the tip there, I believe.
So smart. When you're not going to get there, you know, put those arms up, those hands up, and make a play.
Exactly what he did. This time it looks like Van Leeuwen's lined up on the outside by himself. I just go deep.
From the 44, play action. They will go deep to Van Leeuwen, and it's intercepted. Is this Stone? Let's see. Yes, Stone with the pick. You got to be careful throwing it at Stone.
Yeah, you don't want to throw it at him. He also threw it in the wrong spot. Whether Van Leeuwen was not on the right call because he went into the middle.
So that's just the 3rd interception thrown by Johnny Parkinson.
He got away with a couple early, so one was bound to happen.
Yeah, he
couple
did,
drops.
He's thrown one tonight, so he's got 8 touchdown passes and 3 picks.
So again, here's the Grizzly defense back on the field. Good
Another
contain,
run
good
play.
pursuit there, though.
Is that Rice?
Sauer was in there.
Rice and Sauer again.
Yep. Sauer's playing extremely well tonight.
Justice more effective going up the middle
Yes,
as opposed to going wide.
Takes him longer to get out wide than it does full head of steam up the middle.
No gain on the play.
Well, they got him.
Nagley somehow got away.
That's athleticism to a T. or
And
to an A.
Justice. Well, that's going to be about a 7-yard pickup.
From a sack to a 7-yard gain, because they did have him.
Had him around the ankles, and Nagley just stepped out of it. We've seen that a couple times. It looked like he's going to be sacked, and he makes something positive happen. Oh, and it's Hopkins. Hopkins had another sack, just could not finish it. Was that Rice on the tackle again?
I think so.
42.
Pick up the first down there to move the sticks.
Another high snap, high throw, but it was caught. So only pick up a couple.
Jensen on the catch there. Isaac Larson in on the stop.
Under 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Nagley all sorts of time, goes deep, has a man out there. Both parties fell. Flag is out.
I think this is going to be on Woods' cross. It looked like he grabbed. Looks like he grabbed Larson on that play.
Looks like he's grabbing his shoulder.
Might have separated it.
Yeah, I'd love another look at this. Plenty of contact both sides.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just lost his footing. But Wade, you called it. They just made the announcement here that it's offensive pass interference.
Looking at the replay, it looks like he just lost his footing, so I would almost
pick up the flag.
Yeah. But they don't get that luxury. But he's still down on the field back by the 28-yard line. Sitting up.
Well, Jensen, he caught a pass for Logan, and he was on the ground for a little while. He was able to re-enter, so hopefully the same can be said here for Woods Cross.
Yeah, you never want to lose any of your big players. Let's see if we could see what happened to him. Just landed
the
awkwardly.
elbow.
Yep.
I think, you know, the elbow, it kind of jams your shoulder there. That's not fun. Ouch.
Yes.
So they're going to say a 2nd and 21 from the 20. Been very impressed with this Logan defense, holding this high-powered offense to just 1 score.
Short pickup there.
Short pickup by Thomas.
Yeah. Defense is swarming. I'd put about 6 defenders back in front of the 40-yard line and let them throw underneath and then tackle them. Saw the Eagles do that several times last night against the Falcons. Any team would do that, though.
He must have been sweating bullets. Came down to the final play, 5-yard line, 1 second.
Just like last year.
So I know you're an Eagles fan, right?
Big Eagles fan, so that was exciting. Their defense looks really good this year.
3rd down, Nagley's pass is deflected and incomplete. Looking to go to Jordan Johnson again. And it's an obvious punting situation.
So yes, the football weekend got off to a great start for us Eagles fans.
Yes.
Who do the Raiders play this week?
Rams, Monday Night Football, yeah.
That is going to be a good one. High scoring. Probably.
NFL, yeah, kicks off, as you mentioned, last night.
Did you burn your Khalil Mack jersey?
No comment.
Yeah.
I'm not real happy with what went down
No.
there, but penalty marker.
You could be a Steelers fan, though, too, though. What's going on with Le'Veon Bell and his holdout. So I love these college and these high school games. Play for the glory, play for the love of the game. No money involved. Like at least like it is in the NFL.
And the memories and the lessons learned.
Friday Night Lights.
Takes one hopper, and it'll be down at the 44. This Logan defense, Wade, I am really impressed with them holding Woods Cross to just 7 points.
Yeah, that's impressive, especially after Nagley threw 5 touchdown passes last week. They score 50-plus points, 4A standings.
Yeah, Region 12. And I mean, the big surprise is Logan right up top. Skyview, they lost a lot of talent, but here they are, 3-0. Mount Crest, they've got a tough test with Stansbury. And Bear River having a little bit of a hard time. But Van Leeuwen says, hey, this is a really good region. You can't take a week off. I mean, probably 90% of the coaches will say that, right?
Yes.
But still, it is a very good region, no question about it. Gain of 2 on first down.
If I remember correctly, last time I checked, Bear River was winning their game. Bear River 7-0 over Morgan at halftime, so that's good for Region 12.
And evidently they did count that one game that Bear River played week 1 as a win, as the Des News did. Deep shots and incomplete, looking to go to Van Leeuwen. So 3rd and long there. Coming up now.
Yeah, good coverage by the Woods Cross defensive back. Van Leeuwen didn't have any space.
That's Stone. Yeah. Now the guy opposite of Stone is really, really good. Sayuni.
Yeah, I would throw away from him too.
Yeah, the guy opposite of him last year according to Coach Frescas, led the state in interceptions. He had 10 interceptions.
That's
he basically
quite a bit.
takes the other receiver out of the game. A full side, yeah, that's pretty remarkable.
After doing that, he's going to have a boring year this year, probably.
Yes. Van Leeuwen with the catch. Oh, where are they going to spot this? I think it's going to be short.
But I bet they go for it. Yeah.
I don't know. With 1:55 left, the defense has played really well. They're going to take a timeout, and they're going to talk about this. I think I just punted away.
And put it in the coffin corner.
Coffin corner. Coffin.
I mean, I'm waiting
Put it
for
in the
this
coffin corner. Yeah, one more look at those
check the standings. I'll check the scores.
Green Canyon won a great game week 1 against Pineview in a wild game. But look at the points allowed there.
It's crazy.
So 104 points already. Coach Anders got to do something with that defense. But early on, they held Box Elder to just a field goal.
Now that one's 14-10 for Skyview, or for Green Canyon. Keep thinking he's at Skyview because he was there for so many years. Mount Crest is leading 10-7 at the half at Stansbury, so that'd be a good win for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Stansbury's been putting up big numbers.
Skyview still winning 14-0 at Madison.
So 4th and 2, Parkinson is out there.
He believes in his defense so much that if they do turn it over, that they won't give up any points.
Wouldn't be surprised.
See a quick
if there's
punt too.
Yeah, quick kick. Woods Cross had one earlier, or they just try to get him to go off sides.
He's changing the call.
Play clock down to 7.
I think they're trying to get him to jump.
Why not? I mean, there's been at least one offside against Woods Cross.
But you're up 14. You don't want to give Woods Cross, if you're Logan, you don't want to give Woods Cross any life going into halftime. So to punt it away and try and pin them, let your defense possibly get a turnover, that'd be the correct decision. And Here comes the punter, Coffin, out onto the field.
Now this Kevin Rice defense, second in the region. You saw Skyview's #1 right now, and actually I would say.
By a point.
What's that?
Just by a point.
By a point,
44 and 45,
but week 1, remember how Stansbury scored 2 touchdowns on the defensive end. So in my estimation, really, Skyview, they're only giving up 10 points a game.
And they haven't given up any yet today, so.
Coffin's punt. Decent hang time, fair catch called for.
Right at the 20.
And so that's where Negley in this offense will start. 1:46 on the clock. They've got plenty of time, but.
Plenty of time, 2 timeouts. This offense can move quickly down the field. See if the Grizzly defense is up to the challenge one more time.
So this defense, an interception, a fumble recovery, a turnover on downs. Am I missing anything? Was there another turnover on downs?
I don't think so. I think there been 1 or 2 punts.
I think we had a quick kick and a punt.
Yeah.
Negley's pass is caught. And boy, I mean, maybe 2 yards. That's it. There is no run after catch.
Late flag came out. It's going to be a dead ball foul. Probably against the Logan defense.
That stops the clock momentarily at 1:35. Yeah, Wade, you're right. Personal foul on the. Oh, thought it might be offsetting there for a second, but no, it will be against Logan.
And that's definitely not what you want if you're Logan.
He had him stop. The clock was going to tick down,
Keep going.
And now you give him a first down, and the clock stops for a moment. Field position.
Got to be disciplined at all times.
From the 36. Negley, boy, pressure coming. Deep drop and just going to throw it away. He had 2 receivers in the area.
Yeah,
so it's not grounding.
They've been able to penetrate the backfield a lot tonight. The fronts and the outsides have created a lot of pressure and a lot of havoc for Negley tonight.
Hopkins, Shot Bell, they've been involved. That is one thing Van Leeuwen said about the defense. I mean, he likes the intensity, the execution, the high motor, but we've got pressure on the quarterback, and we've seen that a little bit here tonight. Negley's also done a nice job when pressure comes.
There it comes again.
And he gets the pass completed. A broken tackle at the 40.
Good open field tackle there, but yeah, you got to wrap up. You can't just go for the legs.
That's Capalucci again with the reception.
Butters with the tackle after his friend missed him, but you got to try and wrap up. Go high and drive him back.
Negley with pressure coming right at him, gets that pass away.
First down, though.
Well, they will give him a first down. That was going to be a yard or 2 shy.
Catch.
One-handed catch by Johnson. And room to go. He stayed in bounds. Is he in?
I think he is.
No signal from the official. I don't think he was ever tackled. And a delayed touchdown call. What a catch and run by Jordan Johnson.
It's exactly what Woods Cross needed to end this first half. I thought he stepped out several times, but one-handed rumbles down the sidelines. Wow, good footwork. He got it.
What an effort by Jordan Johnson.
6'2", 215-pound junior. Pulls the Wildcats, gets the Wildcats back into this game.
Extra point is up, and it is good by Goodfellow. And Woods Cross back into this game.
I think that penalty breathed some life back into this Woods Cross offense. Got them kind of out of the shadow of their own goal.
Oh, wait, I think that's an excellent point. Yeah, it was maybe a yard gain pickup. That's it. And that gave him 15 yards and a first down. Yeah, the one-handed stab. Now, I'm curious. He's going to kind of go out of our view here for a moment. I'm curious if that's where he steps out, right?
Kind of looked like it, but
what an effort. So that's touchdown number 4 for Johnson. Or wait a minute, did he have the one in the first quarter too?
no, Goodfellow did.
Oh, Goodfellow did. You're
kicked
right.
the extra point
Yep.
after.
You
It was all
are
Goodfellow
right.
on that.
So Goodfellow's got 3 touchdown catches on the year. And now Johnson's got 4.
Let's see if Van Leeuwen can answer that touchdown with another of his own.
Yeah, it was 14-7, and then Tim, 2 M's in Tim. Van Leeuwen took it back. We're calling it 99.
Yeah. I'm Woods Cross. I just try and squib it. Line drive it at someone.
What's Goodfellow going to do here? Yeah, he does squib it. Will it stay in bounds? Oh, well done on the kickoff. Kind of died at the 15.
Great kick. I don't think he planned to do it that way, but that was great.
Goodfellow can do no wrong.
No,
Right.
never.
He had the one drop, and then he's really made up for that.
He is a pretty good fellow.
All right, so I always, at the end of the halves, Wade, I always put you on the spot. And will Logan be aggressive here with 53 seconds left? Will they try to pursue something downfield, or will they play it safe?
I try and give it a couple shots to the outside. They only have 1 timeout. It looks like they are going to be aggressive. That's in Zach's, not Zach. I'm going to get those 2
Travis.
mixed up all night long because I've known him forever. But yeah, that's in Travis's DNA.
Oh, Miller leaped up,
Wow.
looked to have a play on the ball, missed
I
it.
bet there's a flag, and
And-
I bet it's taunting on Woods Cross.
Yeah. So Sargent was the intended receiver, and we're going to have a penalty, I believe, on Woods
I
Cross.
think it came after the incomplete.
Oh, wow. So this is shades of Woods Cross's
Yeah, so
last
this-
drive, where they get a penalty on first down that kind of catapults that drive.
Now I go for it if I'm Logan. Obviously, you were trying there. Let's look at it.
Yeah, they were being aggressive. Oh, boy.
It was unnecessary. Then he kind of stares at him.
Yeah, maybe just look away. I didn't think it was
The hit
a
was
lot.
okay, but you don't need to stare him down. That was on a senior, too. Cooper White. You expect your seniors to be a little more disciplined than that.
White had 4 tackles against West, 15 tackles coming to the game at that free safety spot. So a first down after the personal foul. Parkinson's pass,
Nice
near side,
comeback.
caught at the 42 by Van Leeuwen. Clock stops at 43.
Yeah, nice little, you want to work those sidelines, preserve that 1 timeout. That was well executed by both Parkinson and Van Leeuwen.
Parkinson's got the 1 INT, but he's played a
yeah.
pretty good game up to this point. Has time,
That was,
and that's
looks like-
definitely
yeah.
pass interference.
Grabbed
If I
him
can
from
see it, it's
behind.
obvious.
Yeah.
The arm
There's
was
one back
pinned.
here too, so I wonder if there's holding in the
Oh, you're
backfield.
right. Good call. There's one at the 33.
So I don't think there was no late hit on the quarterback, I don't think.
Officials are pointing. That's not a good sign.
No.
Let's get the call. A hold on the offense. And pass interference on the defense. Offsetting.
Just replay that down.
It's a redo.
Now down to 38 ticks.
Did you have redos in the backyard? Just curious. Did you
Heavens,
play?
no.
No. Oh,
Backyard football, oh yeah.
yeah.
Wiffle ball, backyard football, 500.
Oh, 500.
That was
Oh,
awesome.
I missed 500.
I know.
8 seconds left. Ball at the 42. Parkinson. Caught by Van Leeuwen. Right at the first down marker.
Right at the sticks. It's going to stop the clock for a moment as they move the chains or measure, as they haven't signaled yet. As the clock continues.
27 seconds. And the whistles by the official stops the play.
I don't think the chains were set on the other side. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. Okay.
A delay. You don't see a delay in a hurry-up situation often.
No.
A 25-second clock. So a 1st and 15 now.
We may get to see Coffin's leg on a field goal attempt, that 48-yarder. 45-yarder.
Yeah, kicked a 45-yarder in practice is Van Leeuwen, again with the catch on this near side. Clock stopped with 20 seconds.
I would just continue to do that play because you're moving right down the field. They're not doing anything to stop it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that a number of times. Parkinson has time again. And this will be close to a first down. No, it's going to be a couple yards shy of a first.
He rolled out of bounds to stop the clock, though. But yeah, I would just keep feeding Tim. Tim with the double M.
So 3rd and 2.
Now they're all confused because the sticks had 1st and 10, but the down marker had 3rd.
I don't know if you can kind of see top of your screen the chain gain.
Yeah.
Not quite.
It's their first game here as well.
First home game, right?
First home game.
So not quite in the right area, which they're pretty critical to the operation here.
Yes. It's a long one.
Parkinson in trouble. Going to throw on the run. The flag is down. It was dropped.
We're going to have a holding in the backfield again as he scrambled.
Block in the back. With this last minute has taken forever.
These last 38 seconds have taken several minutes to complete. Probably have time for one more play and maybe try a field goal. Maybe not. Van Leeuwen again down here nearest your television screen, computer screen.
Incomplete, and I tell you what, that was almost picked off. That
would have been.
Was deflected by Van Leeuwen, and Stone was in that area. Couldn't react quick enough.
This one is where you just try and go deep.
10 explosive plays last week against Ogden. They've got a couple here tonight. It's 4th and 23.
Punt it.
You got 6 seconds left.
I don't even know if I'd want to punt it for fear of a return.
Would you just run around?
I've always thought, why not? Just take the snap and run around until those final, just don't run into your end zone.
Just make sure there's no time on the clock.
There you go. Yeah, run back to the one and take a knee.
Yeah. Just check the clock though before you take that knee.
It's like in baseball, if you have 2 strikes on you and the ball's in the dirt, you know it's going to get away, swing and run to first base. I've always thought, why don't people do that more?
The shock is they just.
I do it all the time.
Process it quick enough.
And then a situation like this, you have to be thinking, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You'll run back to the 1.
I'd be surprised if they don't punt.
I think they will punt
Yeah.
it. They'll probably try and punt it high and angle it out, take up the last 6 seconds. This is where you do want to go to a coffin corner.
See what Coffin has here, a 4th and 23.
Ooh,
A low snap,
it's going to be returnable.
gets it away, taken at the 28, and then taken down at the 37-yard line, and no time left on the clock. So an intriguing first half. Grizzlies with a couple takeaways. They lead by a count of 21-14. Good game here on Utah Sports Network's YouTube channel. And make sure you stick around for the second half.
Promises to be an exciting one. These two teams gone up and down the field.
One-handed catch for a touchdown, kickoff return for a touchdown.
What more could you ask for?
Second half in a moment after this break. 21-14, Grizzlies on top of the Wildcats.
What does it take to become the best fish oil on the market? It takes the right people. Industry-leading experts with the know-how and determination to defy convention and set a new standard for what an omega-3 supplement can be. It takes diligence, using only premium quality ingredients sourced from wild-caught deep ocean fish, which are naturally rich with the omega-3 fatty acids that support our hearts, joints, brains, eyes, and skin. It takes innovation, being the first to offer customized products designed for everyone, like enhanced formulas for targeted needs and smaller capsules that are easier to swallow. And it takes persistence, purifying our formulas not once, not twice, but 5 times to ensure that every product we put out is the freshest and safest that it can possibly be. That's what it takes to be a GNC fish oil.
side, Worthington Field here at Logan High School, and it's the Grizzlies, the 3-0 Grizzlies, on top of the Woods Cross Wildcats. Woods Cross from 5A, reaching 5, so Logan playing up a little bit. And they've done more than just held their own. They lead by a count of 21-14. How about some first half highlights? And, you know, this Logan defense right away with the interception.
Set the tone early with that interception. Flexing their muscles early, should have said.
That was Larson, and then the explosive play. I think this is Jensen who was able to haul this in.
That was Jensen. Set up this nice touchdown to Van Leeuwen to get the first points on the board.
And that was a 4th down play. And then Justice lost it to Hopkins.
Yeah, it bounced right into Hopkins' breadbasket.
And this was the first play of the second quarter, or maybe the second play of the second quarter, but it resulted in a Pawnee short touchdown run. And then Woods Cross finally got some things going with the run game.
Pound and ground right up the middle led to this beautiful scramble and touchdown pass.
And this is probably why Coach Fresquez thinks Negley can play at the next level, to keep that play alive and to score a touchdown. And then right away, ensuing kickoff, Tim Van Leeuwen races, and the dive here at the end, 99 yards.
Yeah, he may not have been touched at all by anyone. I'd be tired too.
That made it 21-7. And then you see Stone, who's played a really nice corner with the pick.
Interception, good one-hand catch there for the touchdown. How he stayed in bounds, I'll never know, but wow. Jordan Johnson, great first half by Jordan Johnson and the Wildcats, who will get the ball to start this second half.
So plenty of highlight reel type plays in the first half. I'm really curious what we're going to see here in the second half. Woods Cross will get the ball first as Coffin kicks it off. Near side, still going. Finally pulled out of bounds.
Got a problem with the chair up here. That's all right.
You're not supposed to tell anybody that.
But when it's
the throne.
The throne. It's our throne.
Look at this return. He just would not go down. This is Stone again.
Down. Stone stoned him, but wow.
Ran out of the Rice tackle. A couple others.
Good start for the Wildcats.
Finally, Butters kind of forced him out there. So Woods Cross from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground. This is Justice. He's another next level guy. No offers yet, but interest from Weber State. Went to Utah State's junior day, and he's also on Utah's radar.
He's got a good body, good size for the next level.
Got a couple of nice runs in that first half. This will be good for a first down. And it seems like when they had things clicking in that first half, they had good balance. Yeah, see if they can continue that.
5 and a 6 yard gain to start the second half. It's too many yards for the Grizzly defense. They're not going to be happy with that.
No, I'm really, really impressed by Logan's defense in the first half.
I would just keep feeding Justice.
And Justice, boy, he got a steam there, momentum as the penalty marker comes down. Are they going to get him for taunting? I mean, he kind of looks sideways after the play a bit.
That'd be their second taunting penalty.
Be curious if that's the call here.
Nice draw.
He got a head of steam. Look out. Oh, well, he did kind of motion there. Okay, I take it back. I think that was probably deserved.
So right out of the gate, Woods Cross is going to the ground game with Justice. He's got all three carries for 32 yards, but loses 15 of it right there after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But you just keep feeding that horse until Logan figures out how to stop him.
What'd you think of Woods Cross's passing attack in the first half?
I liked it, but I also he was a little high on some of his throws. I was more impressed with the ground game when they got it going. Justice is a really strong runner, hard to bring down. Good weapon to have to complement that passing attack.
And really didn't play last week against West. Instead, it was Thomas Capilucci with the catch. This will be good enough for a first down. Thomas is back into the game. They took Justice out after the penalty. So another first down here by Woods Cross. This is a very impressive drive to start the third quarter. A chance to tie. Another high snap, and the ball is on the turf.
And another flag. Or no, that was the beanbag to mark the fumble.
Wow, so that was close. Hopkins had a fumble recovery in that first half, and was that Thomas?
He got it back.
Yeah, Thomas fortunate to get it back. Woods Cross had a couple of turnovers and then a turnover on downs in the first half. So obviously no gain there. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. First possession, third quarter. Negley has time, throws, and it's caught. That'll be close to a first down.
They're going to have it. Capilucci again. Second catch and as many throws his way. 11-yard gain that time.
Now, typically when I talk about balance, I'm talking about, the run pass, but there's a lot of balance here with these receivers.
Yeah, he has a lot of weapons to throw it around to.
It's not like one guy has 9 catches and the other ones have like 1 or 2. As Justice is back inside the red zone.
So Justice, 4 carries, 42 yards on this drive alone.
Wow. They could only muster 35 yards rushing against Alta, and Justice has a touchdown.
He weaved his way, zigzagged his way, I should say, into the end zone there.
But good work by the big fella.
Just turned it upfield. I guess he didn't zigzag. It looked like a zigzag for a minute. But
he was putting on the moves.
Yeah, he was.
Nice job getting it into the end zone. He came in with 2 rushing touchdowns on the season.
Just the kind of start Woods Cross wanted.
Substitution penalty on
they had 12
Grizz.
people out there. Probably take it from the kickoff. Move it up 5 yards.
So Goodfellow, a chance to tie it. I got to tell you, they made that drive look really easy.
Yeah, the running game opened up the few passes he had. Kick is up and good, and we're tied.
So 21 apiece. Wow. Coach Fresquez, not only the head coach, but also the offensive coordinator. And he mentioned, hey, it's night and day difference with this offense from last year to this year. Last year we had to install during practice. This year we're polishing up these plays. And, I thought they did it okay last year offensively.
Obviously.
Well, and they scored 22 points a game. That was 16th in 5A. This year, I don't know if 35 will stand, but how about this decorated Logan program? You see all those 8 titles, right?
I was there for one of them in 1989.
They, let's see, 27 region championships, 49 playoff appearances, and of course, they've been playing football for 103 years. So
very proud history here at Logan High.
They're looking for win number 521 here tonight.
How many losses do they have?
374 and 24 ties.
I'm glad we don't have ties.
Thank you. Whoever came up with
exactly
deciding that there's got to be a winner and loser.
Gonna have a kickoff
and not a
here.
tie.
Return here.
from the 4. This is Van Leeuwen coming to the near side. Nice
Good
tackle.
Can't see his number, but that is number 32.
It's White.
Cooper White.
On a dangerous Van Leeuwen.
This is about Logan's worst starting field position of the entire night. Yeah, Cooper White, great. Fought off his block and made the tackle, upended him at the 23.
But just going back, so we saw the the picture on the building there with all the state championships. So this is a really proud history. The last 2 years, Wade 3-17. I mean,
That's not Logan High football.
Yeah, Favero. They won the state title in 2015, and he went out on his own terms there. And then the last 2 years have really been tough, but what a beginning here for Van Leeuwen, first-year head
Couldn't ask
coach.
for much better than this.
Across the 30 to maybe the 31.
Leaves him with the
But this is a tough matchup. Van Leeuwen said, no question, this is the best team we have faced.
Anytime you play against a bigger school, you're going to see bigger players.
Parkinson's pass,
Underthrew
skipping
him.
on that far side. What'd you think of Parkinson in the first 24 minutes of play?
I liked what I saw from him. Had a couple balls he'd like to have back.
Uh-oh. Wade lost his binoculars here. He's going to set up a 4th and 3. And Coffin will attempt a punt, I think, but maybe he's missing personnel. I think maybe it's back. No. So a few issues here on the punt team. Had 4 seconds on the clock, so they had enough time. Coffin's punt will take a nice Logan bounce.
Go down to the 31. So between the chair and binoculars up here, it hasn't been a good start to the second half for us.
I was concerned about those binoculars.
I feel bad for hitting that spectator.
Okay, so, Logan, great defense in that first half, but now they've given up a touchdown. They gave up a touchdown late in the first half, and then Woods Cross made it look really easy, able to run the ball, right down the middle on this defense. This is gut check time, I think, here defensively for Logan. Can he get a stop here? The offense kind of sputtered. By the way, that's what the one thing Van Leeuwen said, what would I like to improve on? I'd like to improve on, consistency of execution, but also second half offense. We haven't been nearly as effective in the second half as we have been in the first half. And they go 3 and out.
Yeah, that's definitely not the way you want to start a second half of football. 8-yard gain right there. So Woods Cross's bigs are having their way with Logan's bigs in the trenches right now.
A 2nd and 2. Another high snap. Justice has it. Boy,
That's
he is
good
met.
contained, but he still
Finished forward, didn't he, on
gonna
that?
get a yard gain.
Wallace was right there. I mean, there was a few Grizzlies just right there. And Justice with that 215-pound frame finished forward. Going to say 3rd and 1 now.
That Woods Cross O-line is just imposing their will. I'd give it to Justice again here, which they do.
Going wide, and will pick up the first down. In that first half, Logan did such an excellent job on the pursuit when they would try to go wide to Justice. This time, though, he's able to pick up first down yardage. So that run game, much improved.
Yeah, he's got 68 yards alone in this third quarter. 8 carries, 68 yards for Justice.
And they got behind early against Alta. Still hard to believe that they only rushed for 35 yards. Egley's pass on the far side is caught by Freestone. Well, that's a long pass for a short pickup, but
2 yards.
they do get something out of it.
something out of nothing. 3 yards out of that, actually.
And again, just the balance of his receivers. You know, I was really trying to get Fresquez. You know, who's the go-to guy? You know, really, we don't have one.
They don't.
You know, best hands, fastest. Well, all the guys are kind of similar. I mean, size-wise, we see some differences out there. I mean, Johnson looks a lot taller than Freestone, but Taylor's pass is caught, broken tackle, midfield. Wow, that's a nice effort that time by Sam Nurden.
Yeah, Sauer read it right. He was in the backfield, but you got to wrap up, which he tried. Just kept his feet moving and made good play.
Costly missed tackle. Nurden coming in 3 for 17 for a touchdown. Nurden's got it again. He's got first down yardage. An explosive run by Sam Nurden. We did not see him in the first half.
We did not. He's made 2 big back-to-back plays to give Woods Cross first downs.
Boy, where is that defense? And before they were just smothering.
It's another explosive.
And we've got a man down for Logan. Shot bell, I believe.
Number 24, shot bell. Got his helmet off.
Came in with 20 tackles. Had a few players take a while to get up from after the play.
I think he took one to the head here. We're able to take another look at it.
This appears a little bit more serious than those other two.
He's up though, so that's a good sign. Here's that replay.
See if we can see what happened here at the end. 24 coming in on the stop, goes high.
He's gonna get it from his own teammate.
Friendly fire.
Yep.
Friendly fire.
He'd had a pretty good first half. Pretty good game for the Grizzlies, but he's walking gingerly off to the sidelines.
And I don't see the helmet. So it'll be a first down for Woods Cross. They've never had the lead.
Knocking on the door right now, though.
Another high snap, Nurden again. Boy, breaking tackles inside the 15 to about the 13. Sam Nurden, how about this drive that he's had for Woods Cross?
Yeah, he's last 2 runs have equaled 31 yards.
6'1", 185-pound senior.
And he's going to pick up. I thought he was going to get it, but
looks like he's just short of the marker. So this will be 3rd and short here for Fresquez in this offense. Approaching 5 minutes here in this a third quarter that's been dominated by Woods Cross.
They've kept the ball moving by keeping the ball on the ground. And that's
Justice again has another touchdown. So it's Nurden the whole drive, then they bring Justice back in. And little resistance from this defense.
What a second half or third quarter for Justice. 9 carries, 80 yards, including this 12-yard touchdown run to give Woods Cross its first lead of the night. Whatever adjustments Woods Cross made at the half, they were working perfectly.
Good fellow on, the point after is up, and it is good. So Logan trails for the first time tonight.
Now it's time to see how they respond to adversity. Woods Cross down by 14, have scored 21 unanswered points. They've responded quite well. Logan's offense has to stay on the field longer than 3 plays. This defense has been on the field a lot between the second and third quarters. They need a little breather. On the other hand, Woods Cross defense is rather fresh.
Yeah.
They haven't been on the field that much.
So that was certainly one of the goals coming into tonight's game, is second half offense for Logan. You know, they have performed really well in the first half of most games, and second half against Ogden they were pretty good. But that's one thing that Van Leeuwen really said, hey, we need to improve upon, is that second half offense.
You talk about balance on offense. Woods Cross isn't balanced this half. 13 runs compared to just 3 passes.
That certainly worked out from inside the 10. Van Leeuwen again to this near side. Might have a block in the back. I don't see a penalty marker.
He sure makes something out of nothing, and we got a Woods Cross player down. He took a hard hit on a block from a Logan player. I'm not sure who that was.
I think he was blocked in the back, but I don't see a penalty marker.
Let's see what we see. Good move there. He knows what to do when the ball, it looked like it was side.
I think you're right. I certainly take that back now after I see that. But that's where the injury happened, on that block.
I don't think he saw it coming, probably.
Well, the fans are getting into it.
They're trying to breathe some life into this offense that has stalled to start the third quarter.
It was 21-7 late in that first half. And then Johnson made that great one-handed catch and run. Looks like Jackson's going to be okay.
He's slowly getting up. Guy holding his midsection.
I think you're right, Wade. He just didn't see the block coming and was caught off guard. Good sign, though.
Yes. Jogging off under his own power, so let's see how Logan responds to what Woods Cross has done these first 2 series.
So here's a great opportunity for Parkinson. He completes 65% of his passes. Great leader, high character, empowers teammates. See if they can get things going. That pass was low but caught. Should be enough for a first down on the far side. Yards. So Van Leeuwen again, and now Logan will go tempo here.
Actually, they marked it just short. I don't know what they're doing again right now.
The chain gain's got to move.
Yeah.
They signaled first down, but the chain gain hadn't moved, and now they're moving. But what does this do? It slows down Logan's
tempo.
Yeah, their momentum they have, the tempo. They want to get that thing cranking. Thornley unable to break the tackle, but
still gets about 5 yards out of it.
Yeah, does well finishing forward. I think that was McCaffrey's number at Stanford, number 5. Maybe that's why.
You're right. Now what
some
is
of
he,
the comparisons.
22? He's going to play a prominent role with the Panthers this year. It's probably a false start. Yep. There goes those 5 yards Logan had on the first down.
These are momentum
killers.
Yeah. That's just trying to go up tempo. You're got to gain of 5 yards on first down, and then penalty. Parkinson's going to tuck it and run.
It's 5 yards back.
I think he was surprised. Some of those Woods Cross defenders were right there. I think he thought he had a bigger hole to run through. Closed in a hurry. 3rd and 5. This is a really important third down for Logan. Thornley
Oh, wow.
What nice moves. Able to break
Well,
2 tackles and picks up a first down because he was well shy of the first down.
Boy, did the Grizzlies need that. Tremendous effort by Thornley. The yak, or yards after catch, are always huge, and Thornley
That's a
proved
little
it there.
Christian McCaffrey-esque, right?
Yes.
Well done. Good effort. Up the
Foul.
middle.
He thought he had a big hole, and he was stopped right away. Not right away, but he was stopped rather quickly. Still a good 5-yard gain.
Under 3 minutes to play. Logan showing some life here in this second drive that they've had in the second half.
Exactly what they needed.
Pawnee went in
RPO.
motion. Going to throw on the run. Caught by Van Leeuwen. Marked out at the 30. Another first down.
That RPO is always a dangerous weapon to have in your arsenal. Nice 14-yard pass to Van Leeuwen.
And Van Leeuwen obviously on Utah State's radar with Travis having gone there and his production here this season. Keep it on the ground. There's a nice run by Thornley, I believe, got it. They might give him 8 on the play.
Van Leeuwen's definitely one of the top threats in the state at wide receiver. 8-yard gain by Thornley gives him 25 yards in this third quarter on just 5 carries. Averaging 5 yards a rush. Any offensive coordinator will take that.
Under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. A fast-paced third quarter.
Yeah, we were talking at halftime how first half was rather slow and methodical with all the passes, but this is nice.
I mean, there was nowhere for Thornley to go.
Good contain up front by a whole host of Wildcats. Last guy up, big number Brian Merriam.
Bolkheim was also there. He's a good one for Woods Cross.
TFL, loss of 3.
Boy, another big third down on this drive. Last time they threw it short, and Thornley made 2 guys miss. Parkinson, the
Not this
pass
time.
is caught. Good for a first down in the red zone.
Good to see Charlie Jensen getting back into the act after that first half injury. That's exactly what they needed. 11-yard gain.
He's got to have at least 5 catches on the night. Parkinson going to run it himself. Dives forward close to the 5-yard line. Under 1 minute here in the third quarter. I got to tell you, Wade, I like this urgency that Logan's playing with on offense
Well, you
here in
have
this
to.
drive.
After that 3 and out to start the series, you have to go fast and get that momentum, get Woods Cross back on its heels. I'd feed Thornley again.
Parkinson kept it, surges his way near the goal line, maybe at the 3.
Marked it down to the 2, it looks like, so 3-yard gain.
Volkheim slow to get up for Woods Cross. 20 seconds. On a first and goal, did he get in? There
Yes,
it is,
he
a
did.
delayed call and a touchdown for Thornley. He didn't cross the goal line by much, but you know, you don't have to. Just that nose.
Yeah, we saw that last night.
Looked like he sat down.
I think it was the last second effort. His butt might have been down first without the ball across, but needless to say, there's no replay and it counts.
That got the crowd back into it for sure. Before the drive started, though, they were getting into the action, trying to motivate Logan, and now in just about full throat here as they tie it up at 28. 12 seconds left in the quarter.
That's
So-
just what Logan needed there. They needed to answer. This was in danger of getting away from him.
And a nice response by the Grizzlies. We talked about the emphasis on the second half offense. Good to see it, able to score the touchdown here. Only 4 drives in the quarter, 2 by each team. And you see
3
Thornley
touchdowns.
getting that score across.
Grizzly students are counting the amount of points they have on the scoreboard.
You know, I got to tell you, Wade, the more I was preparing for this game, the more I was looking forward to it because I thought it might be like this, high scoring, good passing attacks, capable running backs. And it's lived up to the hype, at least for me, in the first 3 quarters here. We've seen explosive plays, kickoff return for a touchdown, a couple of turnovers, defensively. So we've seen good stuff here, good football being played here on Utah Sports Network with Woods Cross and Logan. And Logan doing a nice job against this 5A team, a team that went to the quarterfinals a season ago. Of course, Logan only had 2 wins last year, did not make the playoffs. Here is Stone. Boy, whenever he's around the ball, good things seem to happen for Woods Cross. I really like this young man.
Scary for the opponents when they see that he has the ball in his hands. So this sets up for a pretty exciting finish here at Logan High tonight. The Bugs are out to see it, I'll tell you that.
Oh, my word. Eaten alive up here,
Yes,
Wade.
we are.
Although, hey, let me say, Mike Hansen, thank you for letting us have the booth.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The other
We
2 places
appreciate
we
that.
were not, we did
So
not get a booth.
fortunate.
But the Bugs are in the booth, unfortunately.
That's all right. Good stop there on the first down play. So
that's how the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Folks, we got a terrific one here at Worthington Field. Woods Cross 28, Logan 28. Back to the 4th quarter after this.
Introducing Slim Vance Thermogenic, the breakthrough body-changing performance supplement designed to rev up your metabolism so you can burn 12 times more calories. Burn more calories before your workout, during your workout, and after your workout. Even better, with Slim Vance, you can lose 6 times more weight and 3 times more inches around your waist and hips than with diet and exercise alone. More energy for your workouts and a boosted metabolism to help you reach your goals. Slim Vance Thermogenic, the latest breakthrough in effective weight loss and body transformation, exclusively at GNC.
How about some second half scores to report on? Box Elder, Green Canyon tied now at 24 apiece. So Green Canyon had the lead for most of that first half. Ridgeline shutting out Copper Hills. That's beginning of the 4th quarter. What else we got here?
last I saw, Skyview was up 14-0 in the 3rd quarter.
Bear River was leading.
Yes.
Morgan 14-7. Yeah, Mount Crest 17-7 against
Be a good win
Stansbury.
for them, a good bounce-back win for the Mustangs after last week.
Not just Stansbury. I thought they'd get it going offensively. This is Johnson on that far side. Good pickup on first down.
Actually, that was the 2nd down play.
Thank you, because
They
the run
stuffed
to
him at the
Justice to end the quarter. You're right. Third
Looks
down.
like he got 7 yards out of it.
3rd and 3. Can Logan get a stop? They did not get a stop in that 3rd quarter.
They did not.
Woods Cross scoring 2 touchdowns in those 12 minutes played. Nagley has time and now runs out of it. Throws on the run.
Oh, he fumbled that, or it's going to be ruled incomplete.
Wow. I thought he caught it and then he made the motion to extend and got the first down, but that's a big drop. That's a big incompletion.
That's his first incomplete pass of the 2nd half after starting 4 for 4 for 33 yards for Nagley. And it looked like the receiver had the ball initially. Looks like we're probably going to have a quick punt here. I can't imagine him going for it.
No, maybe they'll try to draw him off. But playing from the 31, yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised Logan didn't put anyone back
And look
just
at
for
this
that
bounce.
reason.
So well done there by Woods Cross. The quick kicks sometimes you don't get the distance on it, you know.
No.
And I don't think he did that earlier in the game, but this one's a good one all the way down to the 21. You'll take that drive start.
Definitely.
For sure. So for that
Probably.
defense, nice job getting
Yep.
there the first stop of the second half.
It's funny how momentum
Yeah.
carries over like that. The offense gets a score and the defense says, all right, our turn. We're going to go 3 and out. And they do.
Momentum has been so interesting in these games that we've done. I mean, I look at that Ridgeline Snow Canyon game where the momentum swings were wild.
Oh, yeah.
And really the Skyview game with
is wild,
Stansbury,
too.
first half to second half was pretty wild. Parkinson throws on the run,
Good throw.
close to a first down.
Can't see who that was on that far side. Oh,
I think it was Sargent.
I had Jensen.
Oh, was it 15 and not 19?
Yeah.
Gonna stay on the ground. Thornley. I think he picks up the first down.
It's his 9th carry of the second half.
So Van Leeuwen telling me about Parkinson, a next level guy for sure. Southern Utah Weber State, they are waiting to offer him.
Interesting.
So, but if he doesn't get a lot of attention, then they'll offer him. But the concern for SUU and Weber State is Utah State, BYU, Utah, and Stanford because of the academics.
Yes.
Looking at him. And I think that is Sargent with the catch.
That was Sargent.
This
that
near
time.
side. So he got a 4.6 last year in California. Speaking of Parkinson.
How can you get above a 4.0?
Something with the Catholic schools,
Okay.
I guess. If you take maybe college course. I don't know enough about this.
I don't either.
So maybe I should stop talking about it. But yeah, you got a 4.6.
Good run by Thornley.
We haven't seen a lot of explosive runs by him.
No.
But he's been effective.
Yes, he has.
I think he's been tackled for loss maybe once, maybe twice, but most everything is positive. Yeah,
13-yard gain there. So he's had 10 carries for 49 yards in this second half, but there's a penalty on Logan that's going to push him back 5 yards.
Another full start. They were able to overcome that in their last drive.
Whatever adjustments Coach Van Leeuwen made after that initial first series of the third quarter have worked well because this offense is rolling like it did in the first half. Parkinson's poised in the pocket, rolling when he needs to. Thornley's picking up some big yards on the ground. And you got Van Leeuwen and Jensen and Sargent all making catches when they need to.
My biggest takeaway right now with Parkinson is how accurate he is while throwing on the run.
Yes.
Thornley. This near side, they're going to mark it about the 44, it looks like.
It's going to be if it's at 44, 45 would be a 1-yard gain for him. I don't know what they're doing down there.
They're having a hard time spotting the ball.
Good tackle by Pawnee, or excuse me, Alofipo. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, I apologize.
They will give him to the 45.
So a gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 14.
And he's just kind of walking out there trying to. I didn't see that he injured himself, but clearly not 100% here. The ball was deflected by Easton.
That was Parkinson's first incomplete pass in the second half after starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 for 8 he started the second half.
Haven't seen many deep shots, though. They've all been...
Just that one in the first half, and he had
Right.
the one to Van Leeuwen that was thrown to the wrong shoulder. Van Leeuwen had cut inside, and it was an easy interception. A lot of these routes, though.
That's a good-looking pass.
Got another Grizzly down.
Yeah, that's Van Leeuwen. And yeah, he came up holding his knee. Now he's limping off. You
That's
can
a good
see
sign.
not a lot of, not the full weight yet. Yeah, I don't know if his coach wanted a flag there. He was trying to get the official's attention. He was pointing over to his brother.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a block or what happened away from the play. It's a 4th and 7, though, so Woods Cross gets the stop, Coffin in. And again, the personnel, they got to shuffle guys around. Looks like everyone did get set. High punt by Coffin, fair catch called for but not made. And so this will bounce inside the 15 and be down at the 11.
I'm
by
not sure
Pawnee.
if he lost the ball up there or what, but you never want to let the ball bounce inside the...
Unless you're unsure about your positioning and have to lunge at it. You'd rather not lunge at it. Sometimes best to just let it bounce, but it looked like he had great position.
Yeah.
I think he just
bounced
backed
away,
up.
or backed away, and the ball bounced away.
Okay, so the ball back over to Woods Cross. His penalties somewhat derailed that Logan drive. Still tied at 28 here in the 4th quarter. Justice near side up to the 20.
Might as well give it to your horse.
Talked about that he's getting interest from Weber State. And more than likely on Utah State's radar after going to a junior day.
You would think so.
Under 8 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Justice again.
And you hit him and he just keeps going.
And I mean, we are seeing a number of guys now slow to get up. This game's taking a toll on them.
So Justice is up to 92 yards in this second half alone.
Wow.
That's on just 12 carries and those 2 touchdowns.
Nurden, far side. They're having a hard time getting to these ball carriers. Really nice pickup on
Another 8-yard
second
gain.
down. Or pardon me, on first down. This set up now is 2nd and 1.
9-yard gain.
Negley has time, and it's back shoulder cut. Is that Goodfellow on the far side?
Yeah, he's had 2 big catches tonight.
Boy, he made a nice one for a score in that first half.
20-yard gain there. That would be an explosive.
Nurden, near side, has another first down. Hopkins is saying something to the official. I don't know if he felt like he got held
And we now have
or if he was blocked late. And we've got another body on the ground here.
Oh, he's cramping. Definitely a cramp.
Yeah, August has returned here in Cache Valley.
Oh, my word.
It's been warm. And this is one of those deals where you got to start preparing the night before.
Yes,
Get plenty
drinking
of fluids.
a lot of fluids, a lot of Gatorade or whatever. Choice water. Nice run here. He just cramped up at the end.
There
Looks
was
like he started cramping up as he... Oh. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Wow.
oh.
Ouch.
It's been a while since I've had one of those.
Capalucci. Nice to see him running off the field. So I don't know if you were noticing in the scores, East is down in Allen, Texas tonight.
It wasn't a lightning delay.
Yeah, it was, my cousins actually live down there, and his son plays for the team. So I texted him, and East is trailing 24-0. I asked how many fans usually go to those. He said usually around 20,000.
Wow.
It's just crazy how much love they have for their high school football down there.
Yeah, football is really good in the state of Utah, but in Texas,
something else.
It's a whole nother level. I remember Bingham played there years and years ago, and Dave Peck, when he got off the plane, like the people in Texas knew about Bingham's program by the logo because they had done some research. Pretty incredible. Nurden goes nowhere. This is Rice and his buddies in on the stop. They don't fully bring him down, but they do stop his progress.
Nurden's had more of his success running on the outside. I would keep him out there and put Justice up the middle where he's had all his success.
2nd and 9 now. 6.5 to play. Negley has time. Boy, he looked deep, I think, for a moment. We've been waiting for Johnson to cross. And so he went short instead of going long. Incomplete pass now, 3rd and 9.
It's just his 7th pass of this second half. They've really turned to the ground game, which has worked tremendously for him. Obviously, I would say a passing down here unless they think they're going to go for it on 4th if they don't get it and run it here.
Do we have a delay? I mean, the clock says 25, but I wonder if it reset to 25.
Woods Cross is clapping. This is going to be a costly penalty on the Grizzlies, it looks like. Neutral zone infraction, perhaps.
Wallace can't believe it. He's surprised by the call.
Several Grizzlies are as their hands are in the air. Offsides.
Seen that a few times tonight.
And I didn't even see it.
He must have been lined up.
Maybe.
Offside. Negley has all sorts of time. Big ball near side by Freestone. Unable to run underneath it. So that was a 3rd and 4 play. They tried to go for it all, and now it's 4th and 4.
They'll be going for it again, definitely. If you go for a shot in the end zone on 3rd down, 4th and 4, you're going to go for it here. But you're right, the offensive line gave him a lot of time. Protected him really well. They've done a good job this half.
Freestone had a step and a half, too, on his defender. Big play in the game here, a 4th and 4. Negley, Justice is in. They go over the middle, it's picked off at the 15. Up to the 30. Across the 35.
Christopher Shotbell.
Remember, Shotbell went out with the injury.
And now he's back and perhaps making one of the biggest plays of the game.
A 4th and 4 and an interception.
Again, he had good time. Underthrew him. I don't think he saw Shotbell, to be honest with you.
So another takeaway.
Oh, he fumbled that too. And they would have lost that.
Nice job going back into coverage. That's one thing Van Leeuwen talked to me about. He's really good into coverage, and you can see why, but then he lost it.
And Covington, Landon Covington, a junior, number 14, is Johnny on the spot. the ball for the Grizz.
Because had they lost that fumble, it would have been a first down for Woods Cross under 6 minutes to play. Nice all the way around there by the Grizz.
So that's their third turnover of the night.
And the second pick thrown by Negri.
Can the Grizz offense turn it into points? Shot Bell still. He's had a rough night, but what a big moment for him right there. He's had a rough night injury-wise, not.
Yeah, you see Rice.
Yeah.
Giving him an attaboy there. Nice play. Gives the ball back to Logan. 5:52 left. Thornley on the ground. He's finishing forward. Those are tough runs.
Yeah, they are. Keeps his legs moving when you think he's going to be stopped short. Would gain no yards. He gets 3 out of it.
Just has not been a ton of running room against this Woods Cross defense.
But they're committed to the run this half. That's Thornley's 11th carry of this half alone.
I think I talked about it in the first half, but this Woods Cross defense last year gave up 18 points. That was 5th best in 5A. This year they had that game against Alta, so it skewed the numbers a little bit. As Van Leeuwen is back in, has a first down catch and run here to midfield.
12-yard gain for Van Leeuwen after the catch. It's his 3rd catch of the half for 36 yards. Parkinson's up to 80 yards in the second half alone.
Pushing tempo here is Thornley up the middle.
Breaks that initial tackle in the backfield and is going to get another 3 yards. A tough 3 yards.
Yeah, these are gritty yards. There's nothing fancy or pretty about this ground game that they have going on. It's been tough.
That was 5 yards. 4 yards. I can't do my math.
Second down. Parkinson gives it to Thornley, breaks a tackle, picks up a first down. And you do have that feeling eventually it's going to break.
They're so close.
Yeah, you keep, these running attempts, and okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then boom. You get a nice one here.
13-yard gain. We have a Wildcat down right there, big number 99, Merriam.
Merriam, 6'3", 230 senior. Probably the best overall pass rusher. And talking to Coach Fresquez. But again, the body's slow to get up. This game is really taking a toll on both sides. It just seems like, the weather and the physical play having a toll on both both teams. Although they're looking at that left ankle. Shouldn't speculate, right? We've really seen this in the second half, where guys are slow to get up.
A lot of it. A lot of the second half could be the heat down on the field. It was happening watching that game last night. A lot of injuries, a lot of cramps.
Sloppy. Pretty sloppy.
It was sloppy. A lot of flags in that.
And then that fourth quarter, the finish was
This
terrific.
one's been pretty good for penalties compared to the last game we had.
Okay, they're going to start the clock, 4:15. A first down. Parkinson on the run, rolling out, sets up. 50-50 ball. Is it caught?
It is.
Van Leeuwen again. How did he catch the ball? He is a playmaker.
He made a great adjustment to come back because it was underthrown a little bit.
Boy, is he fired up. Parkinson gave him a chance. I talked to Coach Fresquez. He says those 50-50 balls, they threw a lot of them last week against Ogden. We've got to come up with our fair share. That was definitely a 50-50 ball. And Van Leeuwen made a great adjustment, hauled it in, and Logan retakes the lead.
Well, we wondered how Logan was going to respond after giving up the lead. They were not deterred at all.
I got to see this play again. I love how Parkinson sets up here. I mean, he rolls out, then he sets up.
Looks like he slipped a little on his back foot, but good adjustment by Van Leeuwen to come in front of it, grab it, and celebrate appropriately. See if he does slip a little bit. Yeah. It's a good look right there.
A little bit handsy there by Van Leeuwen, but nothing really extended. Just a great play made by Van.
There's Zach Van Leeuwen congratulating his little brother.
What a thrill for those brothers to
Coach Iwane
having
in there.
success there.
Oh, yeah. Timpew's got to be going, man, what are we missing?
So Coffin set to kick off. What's going to happen in the next 4 minutes? From the 3. Freestone spinning his way to the 30.
Good return by Freestone there, but going back to Parkinson in that pass, he is now 11 for 12 in the second half alone, 116 yards.
Now we talked about Parkinson, Utah State's radar, BYU, Utah, Stanford because of the academics, and you can see why. And Van Leeuwen, of course, you know, the interest is going to be really high. He keeps going at this pace.
A lot of talent on this field tonight, that's for sure. And what a play right there. This Grizzly defense is fired up. Christopher Shotbell has made a lot of great plays in this second half, including that interception and that tackle right there for a no gain.
Fired up, you know, playing through, you know, some bumps and bruises, no question.
That's football for you.
3.5 to play. Woods Cross very patient with Justice here. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Woods Cross, they do have all 3 timeouts left. So if they don't pick up the 1st down, I suppose they could punt it here, but
the way the Grizzly offense has been rolling, I'd be scared to give it back to him.
I would too.
And that's a great pursuit.
Hopkins was there, Rice was there, Wallace, and again, perhaps just trying to rub that calf out.
Andrew Thompson.
Andrew Thompson. Pickle juice, fish oil, I don't know, whatever you want. Whatever.
GNC.
Absolutely. Go down to GNC. They'll have fish for the next game. If you're Logan, go to GNC. Get that fish oil. In bulk. That pass by Negley is caught and short of a 1st down.
They marked it over. You see that far official game.
Okay, well, I got to stop calling these 1st downs. I'm so premature.
You're all right.
Did you think that was a 1st down?
I thought it was close. I didn't think he was over it. But
I didn't think he got over. Freestone, nice job.
Logan's going to challenge.
Maybe in another decade.
Maybe if they're Ridgeline with the replay. Let's look at our replay and see if he did cross that line.
I didn't think he did, but you know the officials are closer, better look.
It looks like he had it. I don't think he got
forward progress. You're right. Probably when he.
I don't think he got that far. I think he was just inside, but he had enough definitely for the 1st down.
I was so persuaded because he got driven back, I guess. But
yes.
Yeah, you're right. And of course, our camera's a little bit of an angle there, but official right there called the first down. That was clutch play by Woods Cross.
That could have been the game right there easily. Logan would have just needed one more first down to milk this.
So another chance here for Negley in this offense. It looked like Woods Cross was driving for that go-ahead touchdown on the last drive, and then Shotbell picked off Negley on that 4th down Freestone. Another reception into Logan territory. Clock now will be under 2 minutes. Another high snap. Justice, they are being so patient on this drive, and the run has worked really well, especially in that 3rd quarter, and they're staying with it here on this drive, even though time seems to be a factor.
It certainly is. It keeps ticking and ticking.
Going to set up back to the line of scrimmage. We're going to say 2nd and 10, so no yards gained.
They've lost like 20 seconds. Just I'm not quite sure why they're not in more of a sense of urgency.
Negley's pass is caught on that far side.
That'll certainly help.
So Campolucci, good to see that he's okay.
Yes.
It almost looked like he had a Charlie horse on that one play, just out of nowhere. Fell over. We'll be short of a first down, they say. 3rd and a long 2.
Nice 8-yard gain. Stop the clock by going out of bounds. Cappellucci, smart play. Logan fans trying to be loud.
Nurdin on that far side. He's not going to pick it up.
I would probably burn a timeout right here if I'm Woods Cross. Not quite.
They've got all 3 left. They've got 4th down here.
I would want to talk about it on this, but maybe you don't want to give Logan's defense time to substitute. This would be your game.
Fresquez really trusts his senior quarterback, Negley. 4th down play, Cappellucci. Another clutch catch.
He was playing too far off of him that time. Just ran down, sat there, and waited for the pass.
Climbed the ladder to bring that one in. 40 seconds, Negley's pass.
That time, that was better defense.
Sargent was right there. I thought he might have got an arm wrapped around him, but official was right there, didn't call anything.
They can see it better than we can. Perhaps.
They can see a lot better than I can, that's for sure.
This press box is shaking right now.
It's done this a couple times here tonight. Hang on, camera operators.
Yeah, they're unfortunately on top of the roof.
So a 2nd and 10. 38 seconds left. Negley, the rush came late. And Shotbell was in the area.
Shotbell's been in the area a lot tonight.
Yeah, Sauer was there. Still all 3 timeouts here for Woods Cross.
Good pursuit by Kyle Truex up front with the QBH, if you will, the quarterback hurry. He was barreling down on him. Big 3rd down.
Did he get a foot in?
Yeah, I think he did.
He did. That's Goodfellow on that near side. What a catch in the toe tap. Impressive.
Seems like Logan's cornerbacks are playing a touch off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm impressed with this drive. They've done it and not used one timeout, which...
I'm blown away by how efficient, and they've ran the ball, too. Not effectively, but they have attempts. 26 seconds left. Gonna bring Justice in motion. Negley being pursued. And he's just going to run to the sideline. Being pursued by Hopkins.
That ate up about 10 seconds. All told.
They still have all 3 timeouts.
Well, you can't take them home with you, so you might as well use them.
But listen, this Nagley, he was the guy last year under his belt, knows the offense really well, good football IQ. So just a lot of trust we're seeing in this senior quarterback.
Probably enough time for 4 plays down here if they need it.
Nagley, rush coming by Truex.
Again, Truex.
Escapes the rush and gets out of bounds. How about that?
Gets him that big first down. And they're gonna have 4 downs in 10 seconds. Try and tie this thing up. Nagley, he's had pressure, but he can scramble out of the pocket. Just step up, step out. And there, actually Logan's taking the timeout on this one.
So my takeaway with Parkinson is how well he throws on the run. My takeaway with Nagley is how well he evades pressure and makes something happen.
Yes. Both are good qualities to have in quarterbacks.
Boy, high-level football here at Worthington Field.
We're all getting our Worthington money's. I was going to say, we're all getting our money's worth, or our Worthington's worth.
So I thought it was Crimson Field, and then I met with Mike Hansen, and he's like, it's always been, this is the Worthington complex, so really this should be Worthington Field.
Back when I went to school here, we called it Crimson Field, so.
Yeah. I know Coach Rivero called it Crimson Field. And he said you could rename it for $80,000.
Call it Favero Field after all 5 state championships.
So a 1st and goal from the 7 with 9 seconds left. Woods Cross, they need a touchdown to tie it up. Contact in the end zone, no penalty.
I think he just fell down on his own. They're begging for a penalty, but
I think that was Sargent who had the coverage. 2nd and goal.
Shot bell was back there again too, I think. Nope. It was Sargent. Covington coming underneath.
6 seconds left. All 3 timeouts, so you could run if you wanted to. They'll roll Nagley out. Near side looking, throws high, just threw it away, and is that the game?
That is the game.
So he tried to throw it away with time on the clock, but time ran out on Woods Cross. And would you believe the Logan Grizzlies, who only won 2 games last year, they are 4-0.
Pandemonium on the field by the Grizzlies, and deservedly so. This was going to be their biggest test. It was their biggest test, and they passed it.
Wow. How's that for drama?
That's a great way to end this game. Two quality clubs going back and forth.
I don't think he wanted this to be the final play, obviously. He only had 6 seconds. They rolled him out, took too long.
He looks like he had a lane. I'm not sure why he just didn't keep it.
Wow, so you feel a little bit for Nagley and for Woods Cross. But how about these Logan Grizzlies? The talk before the season, would they win a game? And they're 4-0. And Van Loen, I tell you what, hats off to him and this start.
It's going to be fun Region 12, that's for sure.
So next week they start region play. Green Canyon, and at Ridgeline, at Skyview, Mount Crest here, Bear River here, and then at Payson. And Woods Cross will also begin region play. They'll start at home against Roy. The fans still very happy here at Worthington Field.
As they should.
I believe chant.
Adopted from Utah State. Can't ask for a much better game on a Friday night. Parkinson was just tremendous in the second half for Logan in leading that comeback. 11 of 12, 116 yards. Game-winning 36-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, so who would you give the player of the game to?
I give it to Parkinson. When you go 11 of 12 in the second half alone, that's pretty impressive.
Van Leeuwen had that great adjustment on that deep ball in the end zone, but and Rice with the gong.
But you could give it to Van Leeuwen too, because he had the kickoff return for a touchdown. He probably had well over 100 yards receiving. He had 72 in the second half. So
your overall impressions of this Logan team, this is the first time we had a chance to see them in person, going up against a 5A team that was 2-1.
I notice a hungry team, a very hungry team wanting success, and they've got it. They've got good offense. The defense came up when they needed to, but they've got the weapons to have a successful region season.
Looking forward to it. Our thanks to Woods Cross and Logan High School. To those of you watching on YouTube, our final score, Logan 35, Woods Cross 28. For our entire crew, thanks for watching. This has been a presentation of Utah Sports Network. Good night, everybody.